Hey guys, listen, I don't have a whole lot of time and I'm gonna let you know straight up. I'm laying the lather on real thick tonight because what we're encountering now, the more we decide to be the more we decide to really be in it's not even about intentionality, but the more we decide to get in there and do what we got to do, stuff gets hard. Stuff gets hard, things get in the way, and we want to quit. We stop, and then we have to get back to it. It costs too much. Stopping costs too much. So tonight is not one of those feel good things. It's 11:46, and I'm on live tonight, late, really late like this because I made a decision that number one, I am going to show up regardless before the next day. I went ahead because I was a little short on my steps, and I went ahead and I finished my steps. I got my 30 minutes of cardio in earlier, but when I was walking this morning, I realized something. Stopping costs too much. You know why? You know why I thought that? Because I was on the treadmill aching. I was on the treadmill, like trying to stretch my legs out. I'm like, what is going on with my body? And I knew exactly what was going on. You know what it was? It was the hurt from the stopping. It was the hurt from the stopping. So, I don't know. Y'all might want to kind of sit down on this one, okay? Because I'm gonna come on thick. I was on that treadmill and I was thinking to myself, oh my goodness, my shoe needs to be tied tighter. And I'm like, that's really no big deal, right? So I actually stopped and I was getting ready to bend down to do it. And I was like, I took that joker in on the side. That's one of those things. You get to a place where everything's good and you can maneuver really well. You don't have you bend well. You sit down and get up. But guess what? When you stop, that's one of the consequences of stopping, going in the wrong direction. And I thought about this thing because I was going to have to sit down, turn my leg a certain way so that I could reach my so that I could reach my shoestring. Not because my belly was in the way, it was just uncomfortable. And when I thought about that thing, I said, "Oh wow, that is the cost of stopping." So raise your hand, and I know you can't. I know I can't see you, but raise your hand out there if you are one of those that have been stopping and you're really ready to get yourself back to it. All right. So I'm not telling y'all, um, today, I'm not telling y'all that everything is okay, seriously, because it's not. I'm just going to give you a bunch of homework because what I have been doing is I'll give you three of a couple of questions. Ask yourself this and ask yourself that. Today I want you to do this. No, that's not how today is going to go. I'm going to give it to you in a way that you need it because we both need to be reminded. We both need to be reminded of what we're giving up every time we stop doing what we're supposed to do. Truth is, I already told you, it costs too much to stop. So, anyway, one of the reasons that we have been stopping is because every time one of the reasons we have to, hold on a second. One of the reasons we have to stop stopping is because it costs us every time. It costs us something, and it might not be money, not time. It costs us our comfort. It costs us our peace. Have you ever realized, do you realize how hard it is to get back to where you were? I'm going to give you a few examples. Number one, stopping costs you endurance. So when I was consistent on the treadmill, I could walk faster. Sometimes I could do incline. And when I'm able to speed up the treadmill, it allows me to get more steps in less time. I had built capacity, endurance. And when I stopped doing all that, I mean, I'm up here. My momentum is up here. But when I stopped, I lost capacity. Now I have to rebuild what the endurance that I already had. Number two, stopping costs you flexibility. That's what I was talking about with tying my shoe. You know, when I had to get off the treadmill, I realized I had to move a little bit different, not because I couldn't reach my foot and but wasn't because of my stomach, but it was because of that flexibility. That's how because I could move, but I immediately knew what was going on with me. It was because I had stopped. I already had solved that problem one time, and now I'm back. Now here I am again. Now I'm rebuilding it again. That's why we got to stop stopping. Number three, stopping cost you, and this is a big one because we're always saying, oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. This is where that negative talk comes from. Number three is stopping costs you confidence. So when you're consistent, you trust yourself. You know where you're going. You know you're going to do what you said you're going to do. Every time you stop, you start questioning yourself. You start wondering, well, I don't know if I'll finish or not. You start wondering if you'll stay committed. And then you start negotiating with yourself. Like there's somebody else there. Well, are you going to do it or not? I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Well, I think I can give myself a little bit of grace. Grace is null and void right now. Grace is not. See, there comes a time where we have to really step up and look ourselves straight in the mirror and say, look, get it together. That's one of those shake me times. Get it together. Because every time you lose confidence, you lose so much more. It's not just confidence in the gym or confidence on the treadmill or confidence in the weight. It's confidence you're losing everywhere. Number four, it costs you progress. Not because you're losing everything, but because you have to keep revisiting all those lessons that you've already learned. You got to keep you keep having to rebuild stuff you already built. So let's just look at it this way. You build a house. You're not consistent with taking care of the house. And guess what? Now you got a hole in the roof. Now the what do you call it? The sidings peeling off. Now you got holes on the side of the house. The door hinges to come in the house. Now the door hinges are falling off. So when when you stop with progress, this thing is way bigger than what we thought it was, y'all. You keep having to fight battles that you already won. Number five, stopping costs you opportunities because while you're rebuilding, somebody else is still building. When you're restarting, somebody else they're still continuing. When you're trying to get back to where you were, somebody else is still moving forward. Stopping costs you opportunities. Number six, stopping costs you your health. And that's personal for me. And I should know better because after open heart surgery, I learned that health isn't something that you can just keep putting off until later. You don't want to wait until there's a crisis. You don't want to wait until the doctor says something's wrong. You don't want to have to wait until you're forced. You have to decide now. You have to decide now. Number seven, and I already said it, stopping costs you peace. Because deep down, you know what you're supposed to be doing. And when you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, in the back of your mind, always, it's like, man, I should be. Oh, wow, I should be doing such and such. So your mind is always talking to you about things you should be doing, and that causes anxiety, it causes anxiousness. Then there's that doubt. And when you're not doing it, it's always in the back of your mind, always, all the time. So today, I do not have any homework for you. I just have a question. What is it costing you? Because whatever it is, I can promise you it's costing more than you think. And that's why we have to stop stopping. Not because we're perfect and we're going to stay perfect or ever even get perfect, because we're not. We just have to. This is how this thing is going to go. We decide, then we do. Once you've made the decision to do, the next thing to do is to do. Rebuilding that same thing over and over and over again. All it costs a lot of time. We've wasted time now, and it gets exhausting. And I am sick and tired of rebuilding. Rebuilding. I'm ready to keep building. And I want to ask you, is stopping costing you your endurance? Is stopping costing you your flexibility? Is stopping costing you your confidence? Is stopping costing you your progress? Is costing you costing is stopping costing you your opportunities? Is stopping costing you your health? Is stopping costing you your peace? What is it costing you? Because I can tell you right now, if we don't get it together, you know what's going to happen, right? We're going to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And guess what? We're never going to meet our goal. We're just going to be exhausted and sick and tired. And then after that, what do? You just give up. But this is why we have to stop stopping. We've already made the decision that we're going to go forward, and that's just what we're going to do. So today, yeah, I laid the lather out thick. So I hope that there's something in there that really got your attention, that wakes you up today, because we got to stop stopping, because it costs too much.